With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
It's time for the excitement of West Virginia High School Volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Tonight's coverage is brought to you by Dynamark Atlantic Security, Bechtel Jewelers, Brown's Funeral Home, CMA Honda, Kelly Allstate Insurance, L.A. Roberts Jewelers, Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Milestone Realty, The Marius Group, Ameriprise Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Palace Lounge, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Law Firm, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Sutton and Janelle Law Firm, W. Harley Miller Systems. Now let's send it out to the broadcast booth and join our TV10 broadcast team for tonight's coverage.
Good evening and welcome into Musselman High School for tonight's West Virginia High School volleyball matchup featuring the Broadneck Bruins out of Annapolis, Maryland, and the Musselman Applemen. I'm Colin McLaughlin for TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Alongside me is Jim Klein. Our crew tonight is Nick Verzolini, Braden Schaffner, and Spencer Dupuis back at the studio. It's a chilly day outside in Inwood, West Virginia, Jim, but these two teams are red hot entering tonight's matchup. It is Broadneck, the #2 team in 4A in Maryland, coming into tonight's matchup with a 4-game win streak. And on the other side, Musselman, the #1 team in the state of West Virginia for Class AAA, and coming off of one of their best performances ever in a tournament down in South Carolina. So it should be a fun one tonight, as we will have JV action in about 10 minutes, followed by varsity action after the conclusion of the JV one.
Yeah, you know what? It's one of those things where you go back into the archives to look up Broadneck. You know, we dealt with the pandemic much more differently in the state of West Virginia. I'm certainly grateful for the West Virginia SSAC and the way that they handled things, because Maryland had no tournament in 2020, no state tournament. So Broadneck, which had a very good team, went all the way to the finals in 2019 before losing to their cross-county rival, Arundel. And the thing is that Broadneck had owned Arundel until 2019. Fast forward to 2020, no state tournament. Moved to 2021, and all of a sudden Broadneck falls on hard times. Now here we are in 2022, the #2 ranked team in 4A. Broadneck returns 3 senior players who played on the 2019 state finalist team. Now, with that kind of experience, you'd think, man, Broadneck has got to be ready to go this evening, right?
Right.
Well, guess what? The senior 4-year starter at setter, Madison Stewart, is down with an injury. Broadneck's going to have to shuffle the lineup. They've got a ton of experience, a ton of players 6 foot and over, 7 according to their max prep roster, which could be a nightmare for a team like Musselman that relies on their outsides, setting the pin, beating other teams with speed and athleticism. However, you can't coach size there, Sports Doctor.
That is true, but with the talent and the depth that Musselman has and everybody healthy, also being at home, it should be a winnable matchup for them if you want to look at it on paper. And Hannah Howard now committing to UMBC, so she has that out of her head. She can fully focus on the rest of this year and getting the 9th state championship potentially for the Applemen, Jim.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, man, UMBC, guess where Madison Stewart committed? American University. I mean, we're talking about the battle of the Beltway. University of Maryland, Baltimore County, the 695 run versus American University, the D.C. Beltway. What an opportunity that would have been for a match of a 4-year starter and Madison Stewart. And it's not going to happen. She's a 6'1" setter. 6'1". So right side, what that means is in the 5-1, she sets up across the entire front row on the right side. Guess who she would have been facing? UMBC bound Hannah Howard. I mean, the Hammer, like, how many 6'1" players has Howard faced this year? I mean, not many. So, you know,
they did just face a 6'7"
that's true.
player
That's
from
true.
Florida down in South Carolina.
Yeah, yeah, I stand corrected. I agree with you 100%. This is Musselman's match to lose. First off, they bring speed and athleticism. They're going to try to beat you on the pins. They're going to try and set the ball more quickly, force one-on-one matchups. If the middle's Addison Walker play well, then Musselman, in my mind, is as unbeatable as you can be. And the only team that we've seen that could come close so far has been Hedgesville, and Hedgesville got into a little bit of a funk in a situation there against Martinsburg about a week ago where, you know, Martinsburg gave them a little bit of a challenge. Hedgesville still pulled it out in 3. So in my mind, Musselman is number one prevailing. They own Klein Court, and they own everyone that steps foot on Klein Court until someone can even take a set from them.
All right, we're going to take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, give you the rosters for both sides' JV squads. You're tuned in to high school volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age.
Hi, this is Lauren from Orsini's right here in Martinsburg. Grilling is not just for the boys. We are a Platinum Traeger dealer carrying the Pro Series all the way up to the Timberline Series. We have every flavor of wood pellets along with accessories, rubs, sauces. Not just Traeger, we carry Utz, Meat Church, Lanes, and Dizzy Pig. We also carry a full line of Yeti products. Orsini's has everything to complete your backyard. Visit us at 360 Hack Wilson Way or at Orsinis.com.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right. The bad guys know when you're away, and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
Broadcast on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube of high school volleyball featuring the Broadneck Bruins out of Annapolis, Maryland, and the Musselman Lady Applemen. Let's now get into both sides' JV squads, starting with the visiting Broadneck Bruins. You have number 1, August Kopak Ware, number 2, Sophie Graham, number 3, Adriana Bosch, number 4, Brooke Poist, number 5, Millie Ackerson, number 6, Haley Humphrey, number 7, Haley Ruprecht, number 8, Cheris Dittmar, number 9, Mia Alessandrini, number 10, Ada Probst, number 11, Kimora Brown, number 12, Ava Jones, number 13, Maya Rezikhan, number 14, Carla Subaridits, number 15, Berta Subarats, and number 16, Teni Adokun. For Musselman's JV side, you have number 2, Bianca Hutzler, number 3, Raylan Kisner, number 4, Lydia McClintock, number 5, Kelly Pritt, number 6, Addison Collis, number 9, Reese Troxler, number 11, Ashlyn Weatherholtz, number 14, Olivia Alilana, number 15, Megan Welch, number 17, Amaya King, number 21, Ella Collis, and number 24, Stephanie Cartwright.
Yep.
2 minutes before we start the JV game, Jim, what are you looking for in this match?
Well, first off, total shout out to my man Dylan Bishop, who's been the play-by-play guy this year for women's volleyball. But super shout out to the sports doctor, Colin McLaughlin, sitting here right next to me. It's awesome. The guy is the consummate professional. He shows up with rosters in font size like 36. The man knows me way too well. Like, finally a roster I can read. Look at the size of this print. Like, you literally, Nick's up on the camera right now. All he has to do is, like, pretend like I'm taking a selfie. You could probably read the dang roster. That's how big it is. Love the guy. Colin McLaughlin, I'm looking for JV matchup. As always, it's going to be 3 contacts. Good first contact is very important. Talked about it all season. If you're a volleyball fan, you know. You put the ball in play, and then it serve-receive. Defense transitions to offense. You have to have a good first contact, good pass, which allows the setter to run some type of offense and then take a good swing. Doesn't have to be a kill every time. Hitting errors happen. Kids need to learn. But the bottom line is we don't want to see setter dumps. We want to see good first passes. Let the setter do something. Move her feet. You set with your feet first. Get to the spot. Push the ball to the attacker, then let the attacker do her thing. Conversely, we want to see transition. If there is a free ball, we want to see the team move very quickly, drop step, hustle back off the net so that you can come forward to make the pass and then use that approach, forward momentum. Again, first pass, set, swing, and you want to see that kind of repetition. The longer the play runs, the better that the teams are playing. It all starts with good first contact, good first serve. That's what we want to see from the JV match.
A reminder, JV action is a best 2 out of 3, and each set goes to 25, and if both teams are tied at 24, it then becomes a win by 2. It will be Musselman in the gray uniforms and Broadneck in the white as we wait for the horn to sound and Broadneck's warm-ups to conclude, and then it'll be time to start this JV matchup between Broadneck and Musselman. Both teams now will clean up and head to each respected benches. We'll get ready for Mo and Renee, the 2 officials for tonight's contest, to get the rotation set up, and then we'll be ready to go.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. Like, we're not used to this. 5:15 start time. Of course, it's not an in-county matchup, so there's no freshman match. This could go very quickly. You know, Musselman's team has played very well at times. What we need to see them is hop out here and move quick. Broadneck isn't used to seeing teams like a Musselman, very well coached, very well organized. I mean, this is an assumption that I'm making. You know, I coached in Maryland for 10 years. Bottom line is that it's a different breed, and Musselman likes to play up tempo. We'll see how Broadneck responds to that.
As both teams will now prepare and get a final huddle going. We'll wait and keep it here before we get started between Broadneck and Musselman. Also want to give a shout out to our typical play-by-play announcer for high school volleyball, Dylan Bishop. Fortunately, he's feeling under the weather this week, so we wish him best and that he can have a quick recovery and maybe be back on the headset Thursday when we're back here for Martinsburg against Musselman.
Yeah, get well, Dylan, man. I hope it's something clean and easy to fix. You know, get a little penicillin injection, everything starts working right, or whatever it is you need. But you take care, my man. You feel better soon. Listen to the sports doctor, whatever he tells you to do. If he says you need to drink castor oil with your orange juice, then you better do that because he knows. Okay?
I'm only a sports doctor.
If he tells you that you need to move the 6 more quickly in transition, then you should do that. Or pass more on first down.
Maybe.
Hate
he is
that.
my broadcast partner on Fridays.
I just tell you, I hate watching these teams like the Baltimore Ravens that they want to come out and run the ball on first down or a wide receiver screen every first down play, and then you wonder why. Three games in a row, they've gotten the lead, and in some cases, like the Miami game, a big lead, 3 scores, and then lose. I mean, come on, man, you can't tell. And that's the thing about Musselman volleyball. When you're watching Musselman volleyball, you never know where they're going to go. They have the ability to set right side, middle, on hand, and a good pass means a full complement of offense. You got to stay in base defense, and then they beat you man to man.
So it looks like starting for each side for Broadneck, it is Sophie Graham, Millie Ackerson, and Haley Ruprecht, Ava Jones, as well as Adriana Bosch and Berta Subaretz. Now entering is the libero, Cheris Dittmar. On the Musselman side, starting, you have Raylan Kisner, Ashlyn Weatherholtz, Reese Troxler, Bianca Hutzler, Addison Collis, and last but not least, Amaya King. We're waiting for the libero for Musselman, Lydia McClintock, to enter.
Yeah, keep in mind, Broadneck's head coach, varsity head coach, Tracy Regabuto, she graduated from Hedgesville High School. So, she brings championship quality volleyball. She won a state title in 2002. The year after I finished at Smithsburg, we had won back-to-back titles. This area, here in this tri-state area is a mecca of volleyball.
Hutzler to serve first for Musselman. And it's hit back over by Ruprecht for Broadneck.
Yep, there's hands call. Yeah, and what ends up happening is the setter is releasing. Hutzler's releasing to her setter's base, so she's running towards the net. The pass was back off the net, so Hutzler had to redirect. She had to reach. She set with your feet first.
That'll make it 1-0 Broadneck.
There's an overpass.
To serve. The Bruins trying to capitalize as Ackerson.
McClintock with a great pass. There's a kill.
Troxler gets the point to tie things up for the Applemen. And after the kill for Troxler, she'll now go back to serve. Troxler serve.
Oh, man.
Line drive right to Ava Jones, who was unable to handle it. Musselman takes the 2-1 lead.
Yeah, good deep serve right at the 1.
The ball will be rolled back over for Reese Troxler.
There's Coach Davis, the former Hedgesville varsity volleyball coach, makes an appearance in the gym. She was talking to Coach Regabuto, so getting some last-minute advice from the former state champion.
Troxler again attacks Jones with the serve, and it's a free ball sent over by Broadneck.
Perfect pass from McClintock. She goes middle.
Kisner tried to get the kill. It looked like just missed it, but she's able to get a block.
That was definitely blocked. That was not for contact.
So it's now 3-1 Musselman.
That's unfortunate for Broadneck because the ball was clearly touched. Deep serve, not sure that would have been in. If you got to back up, play the ball above your waist, it should be out. And that one I didn't think went, but the other one it did look like.
4-1 Musselman.
Good service run. Starts with first contacts. Great serve.
Troxler to serve again for the Applemen. That goes into the net and bounces back. Point Broadneck makes it 4-2.
Man, she got real aggressive. Big swing with that serve.
Serving now for Broadneck is Sophie Graham. Graham's serve goes to the far side of the court.
Well, gotta shoot the
Kisner's kill went too far, so it's a point for Broadneck. Make it 4-3.
Yeah, Kisner either needs to push that hip through so that she's hitting more angle, or she needs to cut the thumb down, cut the ball so that it doesn't go straight. Shoot the V.
Graham's serve goes over.
It's an overpass.
McClintock with the overpass. Broadneck tried to tie it up.
Good back set to the lefty, and I think that's touched.
It was touched last by Graham, so it's a point for Musselman. They lead 5-3.
I thought it was touched off block before the passing attempt, but good play. Both teams, a lot of hustle.
Serving for Musselman is Raylan Kisner. Kisner with a service error gives the point to Broadneck. It's now 5-4 Musselman.
You've got to have those first contacts. That's all right. Very aggressive serve, very big serve. Got to watch the stack here on the left side. Watch out. Somebody moves too soon. There's going to be an overlap situation.
Ellie Ruprecht with the serve.
And that's a textbook V. So what she did is she, if your thumb comes down or if you open up, then the ball's going to go more to the right.
It's a point for Musselman to make it 6-4 Applemen.
Yeah, great swing by Collis.
Ashlyn Weatherholtz to serve for Musselman.
That's out too. What's that, 3 in a row?
Serve goes out. That is the third straight service error for Musselman. Makes it 6-5. Broadneck to serve. Entering off the bench and heading straight back to serve is Carla Subaretz.
Good serve. Right to McClintock. Perfect pass.
Set.
There's deep.
Hutzler goes deep on the kill, and we're tied up at 6. Subaritz to serve for Broadneck, trying to give the Bruins its first lead of the evening.
Oh, not a good pass. She gets a down ball. She uses it, too.
McClintock gets the point for Musselman. They now lead 7-6.
Bad pass, but a down ball kill. That's what you have to work on the JV level in transition. Either everybody's playing defense, which means you stay in block, or everybody gets their tail ends off the net as quickly as possible.
King serve.
Oh, she's early, very
Bosch
early.
sends it back over to Musselman.
Oh, good line. Great
Troxler with the kill makes it 8-6 Musselman.
Yeah, Troxler has good timing. Good timing, good swing up the line.
Ball slowly gets rolled back to Musselman's side for King. The righty sends it over as a whistle blows, and it's a rotation error. And that'll give a point to Broadneck, make it 8-7. Now serving for Broadneck is Dittmar. Wait for Musselman to get the rotation. Dittmar serve. Goes to McClintock.
Good save. Oh, my goodness. Weatherholtz is back row player. That should have been a back row attack. Weatherholtz tips the ball above the plane of the net, and she's a back row player.
Ava Jones hits it over, and it's out of play. Gives the point to Musselman. It's now 9-7. Lydia McClintock to serve for the Applemen. Goes straight to Ackerson. Tipped over by Graham. Sent back by Kisner. And it's another point Musselman. They now lead 10-7.
Yeah, but you just see like the pass set spike, how more often than not it's resulting in a termination of play. If there is a good pass, the result tends to be pass set kill.
McClintock serve. Low line drive.
Very good serve, but a good pass by Broadneck. Good swing up the line.
Jones almost looked like it was off the block.
Another good swing, Troxler.
Jones called off by Dittmar, who sends over the free ball.
I like seeing those deep free balls, and there
Hutzler gets the point for Musselman, make it 11-7.
Yeah, Broadneck a little slow in defensive rotation. We would start to be getting towards that point where I would get the itch for the timeout.
It's the largest lead of the evening for the Lady Applemen. Lydia McClintock to serve again.
Oh, good
It's
try.
a tough
Good effort.
first pass by Ackerson. An ace for Musselman makes it 12-7. McClintock. Serve goes back off. Dittmar.
Going to be a free ball.
Covered by Ackerson.
Hey, got to turn and sprint off the net. That ball's a little tight. Weatherholtz gets there. Good tip.
Kisner called underneath the net. It's a point for Broadneck. Make it 12-8. Going back to serve for the Bruins is Berta Subaretz.
Oh, could have called hands there. Weatherholtz calls for help. Hutzler back to Weatherholtz.
Dittmar.
Oh, it's a good approach.
Jones.
Just sailed
Jones
it.
Hit.
It was a good approach, though. It was good pass, good set, good swing.
There's too much on it. Makes it 13-8. Musselman in set number 1 of JV play.
Just got to reach up and snap. Got to snap that wrist.
Hutzler back to serve for the Applemen. Dittmar.
It's down ball. Good
Subaretz.
angle.
Off the net. Back for Kisner, who sends it over. It's a free ball by Jones.
There's the outside. Good swing by Cartwright. That's a kill.
Point Musselman. It's 14-8. The Applemen up by 6.
Cartwright 14.
Hutzler back to serve. Ackerson with the first pass. Jones sets it over. Cartwright again with the kill for Musselman. 15-8 now.
Cartwright comes off the bench with a couple kills. And Musselman's separating themselves right now.
And a bad first pass almost goes into the trash can, make it 16-8. That would have been a cool trick shot.
Anytime
would have had
you
to
can
clean
see
the
that.
ball.
Yeah, don't want that. Don't want no darn mustard on my state championship volleyball.
Maybe you shouldn't have ordered mustard. Jim.
No mustard for me, man. I had me some chicken McNuggets at the house.
Hutzler serve, and it's in. It's
It is
an ace
in.
for Musselman.
It is in.
Who continues to extend its lead. Now 17-8. Applemen over the Bruins of Broadneck. Hutzler serving again for Musselman. And it goes off the net. A service error makes it 17-9. Broadneck will have the serve, trying to rally back, down by 8. Ava Jones serve for Olilana, and it's blocked back, but it falls on Broadneck's side. Point Musselman makes it 18-9.
Yeah, see, I'm at the point we've moved beyond where the little inside itch that says call timeout has now passed, and I'd be at the point where I might be burning my second timeout. At 18-9, you're in a situation where you have a 9-point lead with only 7 points to go. Statistically, you're in the driver's seat.
Serve from Pritt, sent over to Broadneck.
Now, I'd like to see Hutzler chase the ball to the line.
Ruprecht.
Yeah, in defensive transition, you can stand and look and guess and hope that it's out, or you can run the ball, plant your foot on the line, and then you know it's out. That also is a good indicator for the linesperson.
It's now 19-9 Musselman. Pritt serve.
Great serve. Great
Ball
serve.
short, but diving for it.
King with
was
good
Dittmar.
hands. Good hands, King. Great swing. Oh, communication issue there,
Dittmar
Broadneck.
sets it for Ruprecht.
Good hustle. Good hustle. Back to defense.
Two-touch called by Musselman gives the point to Broadneck to make it 19-10.
That's a shame. Utzler came right over here, tapped the table. I was like, get back on defense.
Coach came out of Coach Klein.
King's got to keep her hands down. Got to move your feet, keep your hands down.
Flintock trying to get a kill
but here's
from the backline attack. Unsuccessful, makes it 19-11.
Yeah, but at 10-19, if you're ever going to take a chance, you're ever going to take a risk, at swinging a little bit harder, I don't have a problem with that. The ball was out of system from the beginning with the first contact from King.
Graham serve. It looked like it was going out. King kept it in. Send it back over to Broadneck.
That was a great swing from about 12 feet off the net, and that's a point for Musselman.
It hits the antenna off Ruprecht, so it's a point to make it 20-11 Applemen.
Yeah, the antenna is out. The ball must be completely inside the plane of the pin.
Ella Collis to serve for Musselman. And it's touched by Jones. Goes backwards for the ace. Make it 21-11 Musselman. Collis gets the ball back to serve for a second straight time for Musselman. It's a low line drive. Again, Ava Jones unable to get a good first pass. It's another ace. Make it 22-11 Musselman. Musselman 3 points away from a set 1 victory. Collis with the service error makes it a point for Bruins, 22-12.
That's a tossing mistake right there. She's a little bit low, or she's late with her approach, but one of those situations where...
Ellie Ruprecht on to serve.
Very aggressive.
Her serve. The back line, it's an ace for Broadneck. Makes it 22-13 Musselman.
Where is Allison McClintock? Her mom would be so proud. Move your feet, kiddo. Move your feet. When you simply open up and swing your arms.
I was ready to put that one back in.
I know.
Play.
I was like, yeah.
It's another ace for Broadneck. Makes it 22-14. I don't know how my hands were, but I know I got a good coach to my left that could correct me.
I can't believe Coach Gray didn't protect us there. The ball came right out.
That's not her job.
No, that's true. That's true.
The serve, it was over and out. Point Musselman, 23-14.
Yeah, this Broadneck team came from Annapolis, Maryland. What time do you think they left today? Like 10 a.m.?
I don't know.
That's got to be, what, 3 hours?
Because also the game time got moved up.
Right, it got moved up.
45 minutes,
yeah.
So maybe they thought they were going to hit traffic and they didn't, so then they were like, we don't want to sit around.
Yeah.
But it serve, it was over and out on Musselman, so it's a point Broadneck to make it 23-15.
Yeah, Weatherholtz fires the bullet right there. My goodness. Please keep your firearms off school property.
Ditmar ready to serve for Broadneck.
Yeah, see, and I've talked about this in the past. In Maryland, we had the right to ask for a lineup check at any time. And I will not say that I never used that in a timeout situation, but I did. Anyway, the point being, right there, what Broadneck did is there was a little bit of uncertainty, whereas Musselman has already been called for 2 overlaps. Smithsburg, my goodness. Broadneck has not, yet Broadneck used the opportunity to verify the lineup. The down official did.
I was about to say, we did have Smithsburg last year.
So sorry.
You
so
being
sorry.
a former Smithsburg coach.
But Broadneck did exactly, what the tool is meant to do to avoid that overlap situation or being out of service.
Clintock over the block, almost pancaked by Ackerson, but it's a point for Musselman. Make it 24-15. It's now set point for the Applemen. Namaya King to serve.
And that's what you want from your DS, more kills than service mistakes, serve-receive mistakes. And she, I think, has now righted that wrong.
King will serve it low off the net, 24-16, which means Broadneck needs 8 straight to stay alive.
Yeah, not a good service set by Musselman, but still in the driver's seat the whole way.
Ditmar to serve. It's a line drive to King.
Free ball.
Beautiful recovery by
Good
Cartwright.
Deep free ball.
Cartwright again with a save for McClintock. A kill opportunity for Weatherholtz.
Yeah, this is 2 free balls in a row. Musselman cannot.
Weatherholtz sets it up for Cartwright. And we get a call for a lift. So it's a point for Broadneck. The score is now 24-17.
It's a good call. Frustrating nonetheless, but a good call.
Dittmar serve. The King, and King passes it into the stands. It's an ace for the Bruins, make it 24-18.
Yeah, we used to do a drill called run-through drills, where we would intentionally toss the ball low and in front of the player, forcing them to get low, get their bottom down, move under the ball.
Clintock, Cartwright sending a deep free ball for Ackerson.
See, you could have called those hands.
Graham. Cartwright.
Great approach.
Off block.
Gotta go, go, go.
Just misses getting her own block. Kill missed by Collis. Makes it 24-19, and it almost looked like Collis might have accidentally hit Weatherholtz.
Yeah, Weatherholtz
which
wanted
is why
to set.
that kill went wrong. King.
That's why calling for the ball is important.
Collis to Cartwright. It's a free ball sent to Graham. Graham hits it off the net. It's a point, Musselman. They take set 1, 25-19. We'll take a 1-minute break, and then we'll be back for set number 2. Your final score, 25-19 Musselman. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be this football season. Join us Fridays for Martinsburg Bulldog games, Saturdays for Shepherd Rams and WVU games, and every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday nights for the NFL primetime games. We still have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. So come on in and enjoy the Palace Lounge. We're located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
Welcome back to Musselman High School for JV volleyball action as Musselman gets set number 1 win by a final score of 25-19 over Broadneck. Colin McLaughlin alongside me is Jim Klein. Our crew tonight is Braden Schaffner, Nick Verzolini, and back at the studio, it's Spencer Dupuy as we are about a minute and a half away from set number 2 and the best 2 out of 3. So it's do or die now for the Broadneck Bruins JV squad.
Yeah, hey, can I say happy birthday to my mom? Just did. Happy birthday, Mom. My mom, Windsor, Pennsylvania. She's probably watching. She loves the sports doctor.
She loves it. So it's a surprise for her that I'm on.
She loves the sports doctor. She's like always saying about, Martinsburg football won 63-0.
Guess who else's birthday it is today?
Whose?
Avery Newport.
Avery Newport, my man.
Our former
out
intern.
There. Yeah, Avery the intern.
Co-worker over the summer. So happy birthday to Avery as well as Mama Klein.
Yeah, we do miss Avery the intern. Rob Mario coined that moniker.
He was at Shepherd on Saturday. Did you get to see him?
No, I did not.
Him and Matt Crawford were there.
Did not. Well, I miss Crawford, too.
Yep. So, it will be Broadneck serving first for set number 2, and Ava Jones will be doing so once we have the rotations correct for both sides.
Match is moving quickly.
Knock on wood, Jim.
Well, no timeouts. I mean, if you're not going to call timeouts.
That's true.
My mom just texted me and said thank you for the happy birthday shout-out.
You're welcome.
Yes. We love you, Mama Klein.
We do.
All the way up in Windsor, Pennsylvania, TV10. The broadband width of TV10 reaches across the world.
Jones serve low, and it's an ace for Broadneck, who lead 1-0.
Yeah, it's like it hit a cold air
McClintock
pocket.
tried to get the pancake.
Yeah, the ball dropped like a sack of spuds, man.
Jones.
And she mixes it up by coming back. Great pass, though, and she gets rewarded.
Troxler Was it blocked or did it just get hit off the net?
No, that was into the net. It was a good pass, good set. And
2-0 Broadneck.
Yeah, she overran that. Trying to snap, reach.
Jones.
Another good serve. That's an overpass. That's 2.
And it's a 2-touch by Ruprecht. Gives the point to Musselman. Make it 2-1 with Hutzler back to serve.
A little bit of a different lineup this time. Cartwright had come in for Troxler last time. This time she's in a different spot.
Hutzler with a beautiful first serve, but
very
even
short.
better first pass. Miscommunication.
Good coverage.
Free ball.
Back to defense. Roof.
Overpass. Collis. Weatherholtz. Gives the point to Broadneck, who now lead 3-1.
Yeah, they're a little loose right here. Musselman's a little bit loose here to start the second set. I'd like to see him tighten up a little bit, play like a champion today.
Got Notre Dame in you now.
Yeah, we had that. Believe it or not, what we did is we used Smithsburg colors. We had that sign in our locker room. Had that in my house for the longest time after I'd stopped coaching. Play like a champion today.
Another point for Broadneck, who now lead 4-1 in set number 2.
Yep, had it in gold and purple. We borrowed the slogan.
Sophie Graham serving for the Bruins. It's a low serve.
Good
Cartwright.
pass. This is trouble. Oh, see, I don't even know how you don't call that as a lift. But
King.
Never went. The
ball goes under the net from Troxler. 5-1 Broadneck.
Yeah, this is good experience for this JV team. They have to work out of this right now. I mean, they've dug themselves a little bit of a hole, coming out playing a little bit loose.
Serve in and miscommunication between Kisner and Hutzler.
There's a timeout.
It's an ace for Broadneck to make it 6-1. Now it looks like they're going to let him play. No timeout.
She signaled the timeout and then pulled it back. I think she's going to give him one more. I would venture to guess.
Graham serve.
Good pass. It's tight.
Kisner gets the kill. Point Musselman, 6-2.
Yeah, good decision by Coach Gray to pull it back. She definitely had it. She was showing the timeout.
Musselman serves. Serving for the Applemen will be Reese Troxler. Serve goes to Jones, and Jones will send it backwards. It's an ace for Musselman. The score is now 6-3 Broadneck.
Yeah, we used to joke about the jump bump. Did you see how she jumped to use her hands above her head? The ball has to be out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Troxler to Jones.
Conversely, there she had to reach low.
It for Ruprecht. Back to Jones, who sends it over to Musselman.
It's a good pass. That's a good pass.
King off block. It's a point Musselman. 6-4.
That's great work. Good pass. Starts with that good first touch. It was a perfect pass. Hutzler with a great back set. King with good timing, good approach, good swing.
Reese Troxler to serve for the Lady Applemen. It's a line drive to Jones. Another ace for the Applemen. It's now 6-5, a 4-point run for Musselman.
Have we seen the varsity squad of Musselman in pink jerseys yet?
I don't think we have.
But I'm seeing,
breast cancer awareness. I do see it as well.
Am I seeing, are they warm-ups? Are these game time jerseys?
I think they're going to be game time jerseys.
Wow.
And it's another point for Musselman, who have tied it up at 6-all in set number 2.
There's
and a timeout will be called by Broadneck. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
Back to Musselman High School. JV volleyball action underway in set number 2. It's Musselman won set number 1, 25-19 over Broadneck, and we're tied at 6-all between the Bruins and the Applemen in set number 2 in this best 2 out of 3 series. And before we get started, looks like we need a Band-Aid for, I believe that's Jones of Broadneck.
Jones. Yeah, it's this is gracious of the officials to allow the timeout to extend for a medical issue, because technically you would not be permitted to do this. Broadneck should be forced to substitute. So, I mean, and they did, okay, because if I were the coach, I mean, you know, I would not be arguing about an injured player, but the fact is that the rules are designed to continue play.
Troxler to serve for Musselman as we resume action after the timeout, and it goes directly towards Probst, who just came in for Ava Jones. It's an ace for Musselman. They now lead 7-6, and Jones will be put in for Probst.
Yeah, see, physically it's easier to move forward than backwards, so you should set up your serve-receive in a situation where if you have to move backwards, you should not be reaching into the air, reaching above your waist to play in serve-receive, and that's what's happened.
It's been 6 straight points for Musselman. Make it 7. Another ace for the Applemen, who now lead 8-6.
Yeah, it's good first touches. That's what we're seeing. So good first serves. Conversely, Broadneck not with a good first touch. You know, and you can't simply use timeouts to try and adjust. We use things like swing the other way, dropping someone into serve receive. There are different adjustments you can make.
Jones with the first pass.
It's a free ball. That hurts. Troxler with a good touch. Good pass. Oh, it's an overpass. Cartwright with a swing. Oh, that's hands. Good call.
Point Musselman. Now lead 9-6.
Yeah, and I cringe at the JV level when hands are called because you want to see them play. If they get their feet there and it's mishandled a little bit, you know, and it's subjective, but you really want to see them play, get the experience.
Troxler, Jones with a first pass for Suberitz. Free ball sent to Musselman. Hutzler sets it for Cartwright.
That's it.
And it's in. Point Musselman. They now lead 10-6.
I thought it was in too, and we don't have the best angle, the best to see that, but it did look into me. And the linesperson, I think, is a member of the freshman team. She adamantly pointed in.
Serve from Troxler. Suberitz with the set.
Tip, King with a save. Cartwright. That was out.
Cartwright sails it out. Broadneck finally ends the run of the Applemen to make it 10-7. It was 9 straight points for Musselman. Ruprecht will try to start a run for Broadneck. We'll have a free ball from Cartwright.
Oh, very aggressive down ball, or the free ball.
It's a point for Musselman as Ackerson was unable to send it over off the net. It's now 11-7 Applemen.
Oh.
Serving for Musselman be Megan Welsh.
Deep.
And it's over and out. Point Broadneck to make it 11-8. Serving after the substitutions for Musselman will be Millie Ackerson for Broadneck.
It's all about first touches. Musselman has to get a pass. This is a tight game, tight match, tight set, rather.
Ackerson serve.
No trouble there.
Pritz. Cartwright tips it over and gets the point for Musselman.
Yeah, this is when you're subbing a lot, then you end up in this situation. Collis kind of got pinned by Hutzler moving towards the ball, and then, you know, when she gets set, then Cartwright's coming in.
It's 12-8 Musselman. King serves. And it's in. An ace for Musselman makes it 13-8 after Dittmar thought it was going out. Let it land right next to her left foot. Maya King with the serve for Musselman. Sends it back to Dittmart. Set up by Suberitz for Jones, who sends it over to Musselman. Hutzler being blocked by Bosch.
Cartwright's got to hustle.
Cartwright gets the point again for Musselman.
She goes up with her left hand.
14-8 has been a 13-2 run for the Applemen in set number 2.
Yeah, good call. It was 6-6 at the timeout. There's an ace.
It's an ace for Musselman to make it 15-8. It was 6-1 at one point.
Yeah.
Jim.
Yep.
Broadneck.
Yep.
Musselman 10 points away from victory.
Great serve.
King with the ace right in front of Jones.
Yeah,
16-8.
Yeah, and I know it sounds like a joke. I mean, the difference in the temperature. But, man, I'm telling you, some of these balls are over the net, and they're dropping like they hit a cold air pocket.
King to Dittmart for Jones. And her kill goes out to make it 17-8 Musselman.
Yeah, good serve by King.
King to serve.
That's off
the net. And it hits the court. Point Musselman, who now lead by 10, 18-8.
Yeah, that's just living right. You hit the net and drop it in like that, man, that's just a great serve.
Everything going the Applemen way. Punched over by Suberitz. Set for Collis, and she gets the kill. Musselman with another point makes it 19-8, and we'll have another timeout called by Broadneck. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Welcome back. Set number 2 of JV action between Musselman and Broadneck. It's the Applemen leading the Bruins 19-8. And Amaya King serving for Musselman, who's 6 points away from victory. King serve. Far side of the court.
Nice.
Overpass makes it an ace for Musselman. 20-8. That's the score now. King with a short serve to Dittmart. Set by Suberitz over the net to Cartwright for Musselman.
Set or dumped, it doesn't work. When, you know,
King with another point from the backline attack makes it 21-8.
Yeah, there's a shortage of offense for Broadneck, and you find you're in a situation where you have a pass and an opportunity to make a set to take a swing, and instead you set or dump, which is the equivalent of a free ball that results in a Musselman kill.
King for Dittmart. Jones, and a whistle blown with a lift from Suberitz. Makes it 22-8. Musselman wanted the sub but was unable to do so, and King with the service error will make it 22-9. Broadneck to serve. Weatherholtz and Olilana will enter for Musselman. Serving for Broadneck is Dittmart. Dittmar serve. Curves the near side for Cartwright. McClintock gets the points. Makes it 23-9 Musselman. Two more points are needed for the Applemen to get the sweep in JV action. It's Lydia McClintock to serve. Her serve goes to the back line, off Ruprecht and out to the bench of Broadneck. 24-9 Musselman. I have game point now. They won the first set 25-19. It's 24-9 in this set number 2. Clintock for the win to Dittmar.
Free ball.
Separates back to Dittmar, who sends a deep free ball for McClintock.
Low.
Set up by Weatherholtz to Cartwright. And it's out on the far side. Give the point to Broadneck. It's now 24-10.
Not a kill, hitting error. Broadneck's varsity team's back in the gym. Musselman is still in the locker room. I believe that the varsity match will start 20 minutes after the conclusion of this, or shortly after.
Miscommunication. It's an ace for the Bruins. Make it 24-11.
Yeah, I do not believe that this match is they're going to hold varsity until 6:30 if both teams are ready to go. There's just no one here from Broadneck, but they're so far away.
Oliana off the net. Another point for Broadneck to make it 24-12.
And you got to keep in mind here, you can't. It's not just 12 points. This is a very difficult run.
Carter Suberit's serve off the net.
It's a free ball.
Free ball sent by Collis.
Back row.
Overpass. Point Broadneck. 24-13.
Calm down.
Bruins with a potential rally. Berta Suberit serve.
Good serve, good spot too. Deep one. Weatherholtz chases it, and there's no one home.
Weatherholtz put it right in the middle. But it's another point for Broadneck. We've pulled within 10 at 24-14. Still a long shot, but things are getting interesting.
Well, they got to figure out. College forgot that she was hitting middle, and that never went.
Good call. 24-15. Musselman just going to let it play out. Suberit's serve. Tied by McClintock. Cartwright sends the free ball. Dittmar to Jones.
It's a down ball. Now, here you go. Pass. There's the set.
Holds to Cartwright, and we got a hands called. It's now 24-16. We'll have a timeout called by Musselman. Let's take a 30-second break. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back. It is 24-16. Musselman on top of Broadneck in set number 2 of JV action. It's been game point for a while now for Musselman, who won set 1, 25-19.
Checking lineups to see if Coach Grace messed up.
She's hoping not. She heard you.
Both varsity teams are standing here ready to take the floor. I'm getting a little bit of flack from back of the studio producer saying that the varsity match doesn't start till 6:30. I'm telling you what, 10 years on the bench, not once did I ever say, look, we're going to wait to start the match till a set time. You know, these kids are pumped and ready to go. Broadneck drove all across creation. They came from Annapolis, Maryland, for crying out loud. Man, I would get them on the court and going.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. I'm not saying that.
Who says our executive producer back at the studio has control of when we start?
Well, he's also the sports director, though.
But he doesn't have control of Musselman.
He cannot control.
Exactly.
No. Coach, Coach Martz will put him in his place.
Yeah.
In about
I'd
2
love
seconds.
to see that.
2 seconds.
Maybe we'll see that Thursday when Spencer's on site.
Spencer's on site here at Musselman on Thursday. I should introduce him. They should arm wrestle.
Ooh. We've been trying to get Spencer to arm wrestle on Monday nights with Monday Night Mayhem. I arm wrestled him before the show. I beat him.
Yeah?
I did. He won't let you know that, but it's the truth. Shout out to our crew. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Jim Klein. We have Braden Schaffner, as well as Nick Verzolini, and then again back at the studio, it's Spencer Dupuis, who right now is probably texting us, trying to say that the arm wrestling is a lie, but it is not.
Yeah, he's texting us. He's back there in the studio.
It's 24-16.
Got his feet
The longest timeout ever in JV history.
Well, there's
underway.
A ref shortage. There is a ref shortage, so we moved the match up by half an hour. I'm not exactly certain what that has to do with a ref shortage, but the bottom line is this apparently is we've gone into TV timeouts, and I don't know.
I don't either. But
I just
24-16.
In all the years of me sitting on the bench, I can only remember the down official walking across the court to the head official like 4 times in 10 years. And I just don't understand why you need to do that. You come to the book, you figure out what the problem is, you correct it, and then you call the match into play. And you can't go back in time if there's a rotation error and take points off the board. You fix it at the point it's identified. It's not like they're going to change the score to 18-16. You fix it and go. This should not be taking this long. I'm sorry.
Let's see if it's been finally resolved or not, as we're still waiting.
She's telling their lineup.
Just dancing.
She's telling their lineup.
Musselman's just huddled.
And if you're Broadneck's coach, how upset are you that first off, Musselman calls timeout, there's an issue, and if Broadneck misses the serve, it's the match.
Oh, I'd be furious.
Yeah, you're standing on the end line holding the ball. Talk about icing the kicker. Imagine if you could do that. Imagine if you were the Broncos last night, and you could ice the Chargers kicker for this long. I mean, that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Poor kid standing. You know what I would do? I'd say get rid of the ball. I would make her get rid of the ball. I would make her do 2 sit-ups. Kids would laugh at me. But you know what? They'd come back and they'd be focused and ready to go.
And Pritt is out. Collis enters. And did that just confuse everything more, or are we good?
All I know is this: I'm just hoping that Subaratz makes the serve.
Here we go.
And she does.
Flintock.
That's a kill. That's
set. It's a kill for Troxler. Musselman wins 25-16 over Broadneck. They get the win, 2-0. And we'll take a 5-minute break and then be back for the pregame for Broadneck at Musselman varsity action. You're tuned in to West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hello, this is Mark Sutton of the Sutton & Janelle Law Firm. The right attorney can make all the difference in your case. That's why you should call Sutton & Janelle. We have been serving clients in West Virginia and Maryland since 1999 in the areas of family law, DUI, criminal defense, and personal injury. Sutton & Janelle works hard to obtain a favorable outcome for you at a reasonable rate with affordable payment options. Sutton & Janelle values your rights and is passionate about your success. Contact us today at suttonandjanelle.com.
WV Medicine is pleased to introduce 6 new providers who've joined our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center, Jefferson Medical Center, and University Healthcare Physicians. Dr. Sandeep Kashyap, Thoracic Surgery. Nurse Practitioner Dana Price, Interventional Radiology. Dr. Jessica Rude, Family Medicine. Dr. Michael Seam, Orthopedics. Dr. Emran Sheikh, Orthopedics Hand and Wrist. And Dr. Alexander Shin, Emergency Medicine. WVU Medicine, growing to meet the needs of our community.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be this football season. Join us Fridays for Martinsburg Bulldog games, Saturdays for Shepherd Rams and WVU games, and every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday nights for the NFL primetime games. We still have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. So come on in and enjoy the Palace Lounge. We're located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at whmsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Hi, this is Lauren from Orsini's right here in Martinsburg. Grilling is not just for the boys. We are a Platinum Traeger dealer carrying the Pro Series all the way up to the Timberline Series. We have every flavor of wood pellets along with accessories, rubs, sauces. Not just Traeger, we carry Utz, Meat Church, Lanes, and Dizzy Pig. We also carry a full line of Yeti products. Orsini's has everything to complete your backyard. Visit us at 360 Hack Wilson Way or at Orsinis.com.
Laura. Hey, Laura. What's with the sunglasses? Ouch. The word is spreading. Bechtel Jewelers is home to some dangerously brilliant diamonds.
See the difference at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood. Sunglasses not included.
You've been in an accident. A distracted driver put texting over safety. Your injuries, loss of income, and medical bills can last a long time, even a lifetime. Our job is to try and secure justice that will protect you and your family for the rest of your life. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Welcome back to West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube as the JV match between Broadneck and Musselman has concluded. And Colin McLaughlin alongside me is Jim Klein. And Jim, I'll let you introduce our guest now.
This is a state championship winning coach. This is Coach Susie Davis. Davis was at Hedgesville from what years? Can you remind me?
I started actually started the program in '88 and finished in 2002.
Finished in 2002. So I was at Smithsburg 95 to 2001. I was at North for 2 years with Karen McKee. Right. And Tracy. Of course, Tracy Chanelli ended up going to North. Right. And, of course, we played Hedgesville in what year? I guess 95 in the Martinsburg tournament maybe.
Yeah.
And Park
I think it
South
was because you had Heather Ashby and my big hitter, Ashley Copenhaver.
Yeah, Copenhaver.
Loved watching Heather play. She would often say, that's my hero out there. So.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good stuff. So, Coach, so what do you learn? So the head coach of Broadneck played for you. Do you remember what years? And tell us about her.
She's a tough little girl. Her family is, I call them the family of champs. She's got a brother that is a 2 or 3-time wrestling state champ.
Wow.
A sister that is a state champion in track and field, high jump, I believe. And then Tracy is got her state championship with us. Tracy was a leader. You wanted to play for her. She was always had the team's interest in mind when she played. So.
Yeah. And so it sounds like she's taken the winning tradition that she learned from you at Hedgesville. They played in the state finals in 2019. Of course, Maryland was struck by COVID. No state tournament in 2020. They fell in hard times in 2021. But this appears to be a very good team right now, riddled by injury.
Yeah, she has a lot of injuries. We actually went down to see that 2019 championship. And to compare the two teams, the team that went on to win was highly skilled and very athletic. And Tracy had a team that was much less athletic, but they stayed with them in all five. And it was a battle from the start to the finish. So she gets the best out of her kids.
That's outstanding. So Arundel ended up winning that match in 2019. What's ironic about that, or not ironic, it's just a matter of history. 3 kids from that team are on the squad today. 3 kids who were freshmen in 2019 are on the squad. The number 1 player, the big setter, Madison Stewart, who committed to American University, is actually out tonight with an injury. Would have been great to see. Imagine that right side, Stewart up against Hannah, the Hammer Howard on the right side. What do you remember about playing Musselman back in the 88 to 2005 era?
Interesting you should say that. This was when we first started. I can remember getting on the bus, and we were getting off the intersection out here, and I looked at my JV coach, and I said, I would have rather have stayed home and practiced, because Musselman was not.
Yeah.
And Sean March was just starting. I believe he started maybe the last year or 2 that I coached.
Okay.
And he has done a wonderful job with this program, and I just can't say enough about the culture that he has created here.
Yeah, and it started with great teams like the Hedgesville squads that you created. Obviously, I followed you. I actually graduated from high school in '88. So, at the time when you started the Hedgesville program, it's just fantastic. I remember Coach Davis back in the day with Gary McKenzie and Lance Baker and all these guys, YMCA volleyball in Hagerstown. And
I tell you, we played volleyball someplace about 4 out of 7 nights a week. Someplace we were together playing, and it was fun. It was.
Yeah, you remember the Broadneck nights and the jumping jacks and the alibis?
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll have that discussion off camera, Colin. You don't need to talk about that.
You're fine. Before we let you go, Coach, we already mentioned just you getting used to the Hedgesville Musselman matchup. That'll be next week, number 1 and number 2 in the state now.
Awesome.
What's it been like seeing the success of both programs in the Eastern Panhandle?
I couldn't be prouder. And to think when I started coaching, we actually, my first couple teams, we taught fundamentals. There was no strategy. You were just teaching skills and fundamentals. And to see how the programs, both of them, have gone, I couldn't be prouder for volleyball in this area.
What was your favorite memory from coaching Tracy? If you have a story that you can tell.
Yes, she had. That team was the 2002 team was great team. And Tracy had a little pig that was about this big, and she called him Sausage. And Sausage went every place that we went. And we lost Sausage at one point, and we literally had to sit and wait. We probably waited 20 minutes till she found Sausage. So I remember that. But she was quite the leader and quite the character. She's a good kid.
We appreciate you coming on with us. We're going to take a 2-minute break now, and on the other side of that break, hear from both head coaches. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right. The bad guys know when you're away, and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
It's the excitement of NCAA Division II football on TV 10 featuring the Shepherd University Rams. Footman in the shotgun formation. He'll throw it. It's intercepted by Harrison. Dante Harrison is Mr. Touchdown on defense. Join us this Saturday, October 22nd, as Shepherd heads to Westchester, Pennsylvania for a matchup with the Golden Rams. Kickoff is set for noon with pregame coverage at 11:30 on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
WV Medicine is pleased to introduce 5 new providers who've joined our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center, Jefferson Medical Center, and University Healthcare Physicians. Dr. Joseph Ahn, Oncology. Dr. Paige Anderson, Emergency Medicine. Dr. Akanksha Bardwaj, Hospitalist. Dr. Vignesh Gunasakaran, Neonatology. And Dr. Stacy Hanlon, Anesthesiology. WVU Medicine, growing to meet the needs of our community.
Musselman High School as we get ready for varsity action between the Musselman Applemen and the Broadneck Bruins, and we'll now get into our coaches' interviews. All right, Coach Martz, hitting the end of the season, had a big weekend this past week. What'd you like from your team?
Well, yeah, we had a big trip down to South Carolina. I thought our kids played pretty well. We made it to the finals of the gold bracket. As far as we ever made it, we never even made the gold bracket any other year we've been down there. So the kids competed hard. We lost a hard third set battle in the finals. But they had a big 6-7 kid going to Florida, so it was good to play that kind of competition this close to the end of the season. So I thought we played well.
And you get another tough competition tonight against Broadneck out of Annapolis, Maryland. What have you seen from them?
You know, I really haven't seen much. I watched a little bit online today, but not much. I know they're a pretty strong team, so we expect a hard-fought battle tonight.
What have you liked from your team, and what do they need to do success to get the win?
Well, as always, we need to serve and pass. I think if we serve tough, and I think they're a bigger team. If we try to keep them out of system, we should be successful. Other than that, I want to see a little bit more production out of our middles earlier in the sets. So. And play a little bit better defense. So other than that, that's kind of what we're looking for tonight.
Anna Howard committed to UMBC. How special was that for your program, just to hear her decide to go there?
Yeah, it was really cool. It's cool anytime one of our kids signs somewhere. It's close to her parents' hometown, a lot of family in the area, so it's a great fit for her. I think she's going to be a back row player, libero type player at UMBC. Got a really quality coach there that plays the same system we play, so it should be a very smooth transition for us. So we're really happy for her.
All right, any final thoughts, Coach?
No, just we look for a quality match tonight again on our home court, and then we got another match Thursday, and then go to the Ville next week. So we're looking forward to that. So it should be a good week and a half here at volleyball.
All right, thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Yep, thanks.
Okay, Coach Regalbuto, how's your team been so far this year, getting to see them in the Eastern Panhandle for the first time? So just tell us a little bit about your team.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty competitive every year, so we're excited to come down here because I'm from this area and I know Musselman's a good team. To be completely honest, we're missing a couple starters tonight, but that's okay. We're still gonna, do our best to be competitive. But thus far we're 8-2. So it's a little different. In Maryland, we only get to play 14 games, whereas like in West Virginia, they play 40-some games. So we don't really have that luxury, but we're happy to be here. So hopefully it's a good match.
Last year, your guys' trip up to the Eastern Panhandle was against Martinsburg. How'd your season fare after that win?
Yeah, so we lost in the regional finals to Leonardtown. We finished our season 16-2. So that loss was, only one of our 2 losses, but unfortunately it knocked us out early. So,
what's it been like, even though you only, as you said, get to have 14 games, make one of them a trip back home for you, and also show the girls this area against talented teams like Musselman tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun for me. My family gets to come and watch it because, they still live here. But it's also good because in playoffs, sometimes we have to travel 2 hours and then get off the bus and play. So it's a good experience for them to get off the bus, 2-hour ride and have to play a good team. So it's a good experience for us.
Who are some of your players that we should be watching out for tonight, and what's your team need to do to get a win?
I know Musselman serves tough, so we're going to have to pass well, which might be a struggle considering the kids that we're missing. But, we're hoping to pass well and serve well tonight. That's the plan.
All right, thank you, Coach. Good luck. There you go. That was our coaches' interviews on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube for tonight's matchup between the Broadneck Bruins and the Musselman Applemen. Jim, what are you hoping to see tonight between these two?
Well, always good first contacts and first touches, rather. Always good first touches. Coach is right. I think both coaches, when they talk about you got to pass to win. If you can run your full complement of offense, then that's what determines how good you can get, how good you can be in a particular match. I coached in Maryland for 10 years, so I understand the plight that Coach Regabuto is talking about. The fact that you don't get the same number of opportunities to play quality competition. So this is a big deal for them. Not only is it important for them because they get to see different competition. They're apparently in a very competitive conference. Arundel has won 2 state titles in the last 4 years, and they are a cross-county rival. And of course, last year they got stunned by Leonardtown. They were actually projected to win. So, clearly it became a matter of who they had to play at what time in the season. There were seasons where, for example, in '95, we had to play FSK in a regional final, and everyone said we were the best 2 teams in the state. Just so happened that we lost them in 5 sets. We played them twice that year. We lost in 5 at home. We lost in 5 on the road in the regional finals. And we would swear to you, if we got that match at home again, we would have beaten them. It just didn't happen. So, you snake bit at playing at the wrong time or in the wrong venue, and you got to feel bad for Coach Regabuto, especially being in a situation where she's got a 4-year starter who's signed to go to American University. Clearly you talked with Coach Martz about the Hammer going to UMBC. They had a right side. Who knows what that would have been like, a 6'1" right side opposite of Hannah Howard. Could have changed the dynamic of this match. 2 D1 players head-to-head for an entire, match. And then, and now Coach Regabuto, I think at one point said that she'll have 3 freshmen on the floor at the same time.
All right, we're going to take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, give you our rosters for both Musselman and Broadneck varsity squads. You're tuned in to West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Laura. Hey, Laura. What's with the sunglasses? Ouch!
The word is spreading. Bechtel Jewelers is home to some dangerously brilliant diamonds.
See the difference at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood. Sunglasses not included.
With Honda, every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures even farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient full-line automaker. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2022 Honda Civic and a 3.9% APR on a 2022 Accord or 2023 HRV.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si based on EPA estimate of MY20 full-line automaker fleet-wide fuel economy 2021 EPA Automotive Trends Report.
As we get ready for Musselman against Broadneck in high school volleyball, let's get you today's rosters, starting with the Broadneck Bruins out of Annapolis, Maryland. Number 1, Ella Redziniak. Number 2, Casey Gish. Number 3, Addison Sladke. Number 4, Sydney Lawrence. Number 5, Julia Rubino. Number 6, Anna Graves. Number 7, Madeline Stewart. Number 8, Addison Britton. Number 9, Delaney Bilderback. Number 10, Bella Rubino. Number 11, Hannah Waters. Number 12, Amanda Protzman. Number 13, Bryce Payne. Number 14, Kennedy Smith. Number 15, Chloe Ritchie. Number 16, Maya Durham. For Musselman, it's number 2, Kaylee Weatherholtz. Number 3, Bella Hutzler. Number 4, Hannah Howard. Number 5, Addison Walker. Number 6, Ashley Fox. Number 7, Addie Miller. Number 8, Ada McCoy. Number 9, Ava Dunnigan. Number 10, Riley Franklin. Number 11, Josephine Dever. Number 14, Kendall Watcher. Number 21, Kaylee Chrisman. Number 24, Avery Lark. Number 25, Allie Miller. It is Musselman in the pink uniforms and Broadneck in the all-black uniforms. It sounds like we will have both lineups
and national anthem.
And the national anthem, too. Phil McCoy will be doing the honors of the lineups. Maybe he'll even do the honor of singing the national anthem. That'd be something, huh?
I tell you what, not only can he predict the bear market.
You didn't finish.
Well, apparently he can sing the national anthem if he chooses.
All right, final thoughts before we send it to our final break.
I tell you what, it's all going to be about first contacts. Make a pass. They're a big team. Broadneck's a big team. We all know what Musselman can do. A lot of firepower. Got to make the pass so you can set and run the offense.
All righty, let's take a 3-minute break back at the studio, Spencer. Make it a 3-minute break to cover the rest of the starting lineups as well as the national anthem. You're tuned in to West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in 3 minutes.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
You've been in an accident. A distracted driver put texting over safety. Your injuries, loss of income, and medical bills can last a long time, even a lifetime. Our job is to try and secure justice that will protect you and your family for the rest of your life. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age.
Hello, this is Mark Sutton of the Sutton & Janelle Law Firm. The right attorney can make all the difference in your case. That's why you should call Sutton & Janelle. We have been serving clients in West Virginia and Maryland since 1999 in the areas of family law, DUI, criminal defense, and personal injury. Sutton & Janelle works hard to obtain a favorable outcome for you at a reasonable rate with affordable payment options. Sutton & Janelle values your rights and is passionate about your success. Contact us today at suttonandjanelle.com.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
Welcome back as we get ready for the start of varsity volleyball action between the Broadneck Bruins and the Musselman Applemen. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Jim Klein. Our crew tonight is Nick Verzolini, Braden Schaffner, and Spencer Dupuis back at the studio after a wonderful rendition of our national anthem provided by Kaylee Weatherholtz. Jim, it seems like everywhere we go, there's always one singer on each team, if not more, that does a great job of our Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where as a coach, I really didn't like that. I mean, you look at those types of things as a distraction. You want your team to be focused on one goal, one responsibility, one objective. Make all other overriding objectives bend to that one purpose. And so I didn't necessarily like that. If a kid asked me if they could do it,
Sounds like a communist to me.
It's just one of those things. Actually, there's a quote by Dwight D. Eisenhower. Just saying. So, it's one of those things where make all overriding objectives bend towards one focus, which is winning. And there's no question about it. Musselman knows how to win.
Out on the court for Musselman to start things off will be Kaylee Chrisman, as well as Addison Walker up front. Allie Miller, Hannah Howard, as well as Ava Dunnigan. Last but not least, trying to see the number.
Looks like
I believe, yep, that's Bella Hutzler.
It looks like Stewart and Rubino are out for Broadneck, who were on the 2019 state championship roster. I'm sorry, they were a state finalist. They lost to Arundel in 2019. But Bryce Payne, the senior, 5'10", middle blocker, number 13, she is in that role. She was there for the state finals in 2019.
Serving first will be Broadneck. On to serve is number 5, Julia Rubino.
And you got a 5'10" right side, Hannah Waters. She's going to be running toward right at.
Set and tipped over by Chrisman. Makes it 1-0 Musselman.
And see, well, this is a problem when you have a team that has, multiple subs in at the same time. In the defensive rotation, Waters running towards the setter's base, which is what I was about to say right before the tip. And you end up in a situation where, it's a yours, mine type situation. Everybody needs to be aggressive. Mine is the call.
Musselman to serve.
It's tight.
Walker.
Good set.
Off the block. A free ball sent by Miller. So by Waters. Howard with the save. Backline attack for Miller. Gish hits it out. It's another point for Musselman. They lead 2-0.
Yeah, the ball kind of rolled a little bit on Miller's arm there, and Regobuto was all over it asking for the lift. It's something that you see a lot more in Maryland than I have in West Virginia in the past. Prolonged contact is the definition of a lift.
Walker serve.
It's a good serve. No double contact on first.
All the way back, and it's an ace for the Applemen. 3-0 is your score in set number 1.
Yeah, there's no double hit on any first contact, so as ugly as the serve receive was, there is no penalty there.
Walker serve. A whistle blown and a rotation error makes it 4-0 Applemen.
Waters left her base too soon is the call. She's saying that Waters left too soon. Oh, no, she isn't. What she's saying that Broxman overlapped at the 3 position. She moved to the 2. There she is. She's on right side.
Waters met by Miller. It stays on the side of Broadneck. Another point, Musselman now leads 5-0.
Yeah, Waters is a front row player in this situation. Or is she at the 5?
Madison Walker serve low off the net. And a block that went back and forth, but it's a point for Musselman. Make it 6-0. Wish we had a replay on that because it definitely was blocked, but I think it went back off Gish. A service error will end the 6-0 run to make it 6-1. Broadneck will get the serve. Back to serve, it's Bryce Payne.
You're paying the experienced veteran senior. Great pass by Dunnigan. And that's a shoot.
Off the block of Howard, it's another point for Broadneck to make it 6-2.
Got to read the setter dump. Don't like it, but it was effective in that situation. I mean, when you got a 5'11" setter, I mean, you just don't expect it.
Payne serve on the line and in. It's an ace for the Bruins to make it 6-3.
Yeah, Miller's late with the rotation.
The lead has been cut in half. Payne to Allie Miller. Set up and tipped over by Howard, and it's a point for Musselman.
Make it 7-3. Scrappy getting after it. Just couldn't make the save. You know, it's tough, though, for Payne coming from the serve all the way up to the setter's base to try and make the play on that. Waters now is at the 4.
Kendall Watcher to serve.
She's running the whole way across the floor to the 2, to the right side.
Overpass, quickly tipped over. We get a lift called. Point Musselman.
Yeah, the ball's on the left side of Waters, and she, you know, if the ball carries along the plane of her body, it's prolonged contact.
Now
that's a good call.
8-3 Applemen. Waters sets it behind her
Off
off the block of Howard, saved by Miller.
Let's go down ball. Oh, no.
Howard over the block to the back line. Gish.
It's out.
And it's out. Point Musselman. And now have a
Hello, this is Mark Sutton of the Sutton and Janelle Law Firm.
called by Broadneck. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back to Musselman High School. The Lady Applemen in set number 1 lead 9-3 over Broadneck. Watcher serve
Perfect
to the
pass.
Bruins.
It's tight.
Water sets, it goes over the block of Howard. It's a point Broadneck. Amanda Protzman makes it 9-4.
Yeah, see, it's tight, so when you see it tight, the attacker comes in with one hand in the air, raised, extended. So Miller's got to see that. She's got to read that.
Protzman to serve. Allie Miller, first pass to nobody. It's an ace for the Bruins. Make it 9-5.
And the intensity you see from Regabuto is nice. I mean, this is clearly a well-coached team. She is very involved every step of the way.
Protzman off the net. It's an ace for the Bruins. 9-6 is the score. It's a 6-point lead to a 3-point lead, back to a 6, and now back to a 3.
Yeah, Miller's having a tough time, and Washer gets called for hands.
9-7. Broadneck's within 2 of Musselman.
Miller's struggling a little bit, but then again, it almost looks like, do you feel like Broadneck's picking on the freshman? I mean, they're serving a lot, yeah. I don't see anyone calling serve.
Serve to Howard.
Oh, that's trouble.
And the hammer drops it down. It's 10-7 Musselman.
Serving for Musselman number 4, Hannah Howard.
Waters and Durham both looked at each other, knowing that they got to close that block, got to reach. Close the block and reach.
Howard to serve for Musselman after getting the kill.
That's overpass. That's trouble. Oh, and that is roofed. And they're calling Miller underneath the net when she landed.
It's 10-8. Broadneck to serve. It's Casey Gish. Gish, the junior, to serve.
Good spot.
And it's over and out. Point Musselman makes it 11-8.
Yeah, so Dunnigan takes one step back, opens up. She knows the ball's deep based on her serve-receive position.
Now Dunnigan will serve.
Serve-receive, very important here.
Dunnigan serve. The Gish, Waters. And a kill that just goes too far by Durham. It's another point for Musselman to make it 12-8 Applemen.
Yeah, they got to work on that timing. Durham's a little bit early. And remember now, this is a new setter. Although Waters is a senior and a setter, she is in a situation where she sets along with a 4-year starter in Stewart. So they got to work that timing out.
Dunnigan serve. Bad first touch by Lawrence. Rescued by Gish and sent over by Lawrence for the free ball. And it's a kill.
All right. And
for Addison Walker.
And conversely, what you see from Musselman is the timing is down. Musselman is right in system there with perfect pass, perfect set. Walker, the timing outstanding. She was right
now
there.
13-8 Musselman. Ava Dunnigan to serve.
Oh, look at this.
It's a beautiful lollipop. Pancaked. Quickly sent over by Waters.
Off block.
Off block. It's a kill for Ada McCoy. Make it 14-8.
And see, that's where what you don't expect from, but Broadneck doesn't expect. I think Broadneck expects to make plays like that on defense, but they don't expect, Howard to move to the back row and then another outside like McCoy.
Musselman's lead back up to 6. Make it 7. It's an ace for Dunnigan. 15-8 Applemen.
And it might have been a bailout there.
I thought I saw it touched by Gish as well. Just barely.
Definitely a touch, but I'm saying I think the ball was out. The ball was sailing.
Yeah.
That is a good serve.
Beautifully placed on the line on the far side. It's now 16-8 Musselman after the second straight ace by Dunnigan.
And sometimes all you can do is just roll the ball back. You clap once or twice, good spot, roll it back. Got to hustle to the line.
Dunnigan with a short serve off the net, trickles down on the side of Musselman, point Broadneck.
Yeah, Dunnigan serving the 3.
16-9. Back to serve for the Bruins is Hannah Waters.
Leads extended. We're a little bit up on the 5 side. McCoy's up a little bit.
Waters serves to Howard.
Great pass by Howard.
Set by Watcher to McCoy. And the Mangler gets it done.
Yeah, the Mangler was off the net, so she had more room to hit angle. She takes the angle.
Hutzler and Chrisman will check in, and a timeout will be called by Broadneck at 17-9. Let's take a 30-second break. You're tuned into high school volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
This Friday night, your Martinsburg Bulldogs look to continue their domination over the Eastern Panhandle.
Sends Taylor Black in motion, fakes the handoff, tries to throw it off him, and it goes off his helmet, intercepted by Martinsburg, and it's a pick 6 touchdown Bulldogs.
Tune in at 5:30 for the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show, with kickoff at 7 p.m. as your 6-2 Martinsburg Bulldogs take on the 5-2 Jefferson Cougars. And it's all right here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Welcome back to Musselman High School. Set number 1 of varsity action between Musselman and Broadneck. The Applemen leads 17-9 in the best-of-5 series. Serving for Musselman is Bella Hutzler. Waters, and it's tipped over, and it's a point for Broadneck. Bryce Payne places it beautifully over the head of McCoy.
Yeah, we exaggerated that in defensive practice. I mean, we would, as coaches when we're running different drills. Again, the attacker came up with 2 hands in the air. 2 hands, you've got to read that tip all the way.
Hutzler sets it up, and Walker puts it down. It's a point for Musselman. Make it 18-10.
Yeah, conversely, that's a lot more difficult to read by the defense because McCoy took a regular hitting approach. She went up with one hand and then flicked the ball. Much more difficult to disguise that as a tip.
The freshman Allie Miller checks in, serves it over and out.
Yeah, Miller struggled a little bit in serve receive and then missing a serve. That's
Make
that's
it 18-11. Musselman still in the lead. Julia Rubino to serve.
My goodness, a defensive specialist, 5'5".
Serve to Dunnigan. Set by Hutzler for Howard. Lawrence for Waters. Gish to Howard.
Yeah, Musselman's not going to tolerate a bunch of free balls. Chrisman with a great swing.
Waters.
There's your single block. Good set by Miller. Back to Howard.
Howard sends it out.
Howard never got back for an approach. She had to take a one-stepper, and she kind of overstepped and ended up with the ball on top of her.
Musselman's lead back down to 6 at 18-12 in set number 1.
Yeah, she's calling for a 5. Watch this. And there's the serve at
Rubino
the
to Howard.
5. So Regabuto is calling serves.
Off the block.
That's old school stuff.
It's a point for Broadneck. 18-13. The Bruins won't go away in set number 1.
And again, it's recognition. You got to watch the setter's hands all the way through. The coach is calling the serves. Like seeing that. We used to do that. That is
It's a roof by Gish. 18-14.
And this is what you can't coach size, so you end up in a situation where you can't let down. You got to be aware that Broadneck's bringing a little bit of height to the game. That's weighty.
Goes out over the head of Miller. It's a point for Musselman to make it 19-14.
Yeah, that's the problem with an early lead. 3-9 and 9-17. Both your timeouts are used, and now, a service mistake. You have no room for communication errors if you're Broadneck. You must be talking.
Addison Walker to serve. It's a line
Musselman
drive
serving good
to
tonight.
Rubino. Rubino sends it over to Miller.
Miller on no hands.
Howard over the block, almost pancakes, but just unable to get those pancakes to stack up high enough. It's a point for the Applemen.
Waters, a 5'10 senior setter and outside hitter, being called into full-time 5-1 setting duty. With Stewart out. Musselman serving pretty good here this evening.
Serve 20-14, make it 20-15 as it goes out. So the point
thanks for that.
Goes to Broadneck. A 5-point lead for Musselman. Bryce Payne serves. Payne to Howard. Set up for Howard off the block and back on Musselman's side and over past the Gish, and it's roofed by Chrisman.
Kissman blocks it out of bounds, though. That's called a tool. She got tooled.
The lead down to 4 for Musselman at 20-16.
And see, this is not what I expected in this lineup right here with Chrisman and Howard, and the block is late. That's a kill.
21-16.
This is where Musselman beats you. Size on both pins. Block was late. Chrisman with the kill.
2 substitutes will check in for Musselman going back to serve. It's one of those two in Kendall Watcher.
Yeah, we talked about that in pregame. Musselman's going to try to beat you. Speed and athleticism, the outside.
Watcher with a short serve. Waters to Gish to send a short free ball to Howard.
Yeah, perfect pass. Miss hit kill.
And it's a point for Musselman. Make it 22-16.
Yeah, Weatherholtz can sing and terminate.
Kendall Watcher. Serve it to Rubino.
Too many free balls.
Lawrence. Free ball sent by Payne.
Miller's got to keep her.
The hammer.
Down.
Unable to keep the shot in. Makes it 22-17. Serving now for Broadneck is Amanda Protzman. Protzman hits it to Allie Miller.
That's quick. That's out.
Watcher to Howard. And it's out. Point Broadneck makes it 22-18.
Yeah, good swing. Rare two setting errors or hitting errors by Howard. Watch the 5. She's serving at Howard. She's serving at Howard. There
Crossman
it is. Called
directly
it.
to Howard.
Oh, there's an issue.
Miller, Howard.
Weatherholtz tools him. Tooled back.
It's 23-18, and McCoy will check in for Miller.
You see Gish she exaggerated the blocking penetration. She knows that when she reached for the block, made contact with the ball, you've got to penetrate the plane of the net to avoid the tool.
Musselman 2 points away from a set 1 victory. It's Howard to serve.
Good serve.
Line drive to Payne.
Ooh.
Waters for Gish.
Waters trying to push it.
McCoy gets to. It's a roof.
Waters with a good block. Real good block by Waters. McCoy not used to that.
I almost thought that was going to be a tool, but it stayed in.
Yeah, well, McCoy's not used to getting blocked like that. Again, you end up with a situation where you got 5'11", 6 foot, right side. So Waters this is a big right side.
Dunnigan. Miller to Gish.
Yeah, good pass, though.
Waters for Graves. And they say that Watcher was unable to get the pancake. It's now a 3-point lead for Musselman at 23-20. It's Gish to serve.
Well, Howard calls for one pass. Dunnigan falls to her knees. Got to move your feet, but it's a good set, and it's a kill.
McCoy with the bullet makes it 24-20.
Yeah, Broadneck had a shot in this set. I mean, they had a shot. They just dug. It's almost like, they left a little something on the bus. Come out a little slow. 3-9, 9-17.
David Dunnigan to serve. Gish for Waters. McCoy keeps it alive.
A little sloppy.
Musselman wins set 1, 25-20. The Applemen take a 1-0 advantage in the best of 5, and we'll take a 1-minute break. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hear from every EPAC coach every week on the Sports Mix this fall.
They really showed that they have a lot of grit. They can play with just about anybody.
That's the culture that we've been building here at Washington High.
Our senior leadership stepped up and says playoffs are bust for us. Pretty much the same thing we've been saying since day one. Stay humble, stay hungry.
Been able to solidify some things. I really think the key for our team is ball control. They do some things that if we're not ready, they'll be the team that's sitting there at 500 at the end of the night.
The Sports Mix, weekdays from 12 to 1 and re-aired from 5 to 6.
With Honda, every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures even farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient full-line automaker. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2022 Honda Civic and a 3.9% APR on a 2022 Accord or 2023 HRV.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. Exclusive SI based on EPA estimate of MY20 full line automaker fleet-wide fuel economy 2021 EPA Automotive Trends Report.
We welcome you back to Musselman High School after set number 1. The Applemen getting a 25-20 win over the Broadneck Bruins. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Jim Klein for West Virginia High School Volleyball action. Our crew tonight's Nick Verzolini, Braden Schaffner, and back at the studio, it's Spencer Dupuis, who is doing his best not to be left out tonight.
Well, I'll tell you, when you think about Broadneck, the calling time out at 3-9, 9-17, they said, hold on a second, I'm leaving this conversation right now because they went on an 11-8 run. 11-8. Now, they came up short at 20-25. However, they had a chance if they didn't dig such a deep hole in that 11-8 run to make it more competitive. So now, who has the momentum in the second set?
I still think it's Musselman. You're at home, you're relaxed, and you got the set 1 win. Yes, it got interesting late, but you still won by 5, and you get the serve first.
They dug a hole for themselves, Broadneck did. But what you saw were 2 missed serves for Musselman, and then you saw more blocking, a little bit more of a dynamic approach to defense, and they had a shot. Now, Musselman cannot be complacent. I think that they're going to have to come out, and they've got the serve to start. They've got to come out, and they've got to be aggressive. They've got to run their offense. They have to aggressively run their offense. That's what needs to happen here to start this second set. Or, we did see Musselman lose a set at Spring Mills to start the season.
True. Tonight they're looking for win number 30 on the season as Musselman out on the court. Broadneck to our left also take the court. Looks like we might have to wait a little bit, as how many people does it take to tie Hannah Howard's shoe?
Well,
I saw her try it. I saw Chrisman try it, and now Walker's attempting to.
Yeah, it's interesting. Broadneck ends up, they use the entire allotted amount of time. And again, this is an official's discretion. He could say it's time to play. An equipment malfunction is no reason to continue play or to hold off play. He could say, we're going to serve. She needs to step off the floor if she has an equipment malfunction.
Looks like she finally was able to get it.
That's good. Good for Musselman.
Hopefully she double knotted it.
What on earth? Quit messing with your shoe. Let's go.
Serving first for Musselman is number 5, Addison Walker.
Yeah, Walker had a good service set in set 1.
We're ready to go for set number 2.
Comes right back at it.
Waters. Flipped over into Howard.
No approach, but she takes a little something off of it, goes angle, beats the block.
Waters for Gish.
There's a kill.
She gets Broadneck to strike first, up 1-0 in set 2.
Yeah, and Gish, she was looking like she was ready for that. She was calling for it. I'm telling you, Broadneck had a little bit of momentum at the end of that first set. If they can just establish some confidence.
Howard. Hutzler back to Miller.
Off touch.
And it's a point for Musselman to tie it up at 1.
Yeah, regular coach thinks that was out.
Checking in is Kendall Watcher. She goes back to serve for the Lady Applemen.
So the libero for Broadneck's a freshman, number 4. They just made the pass.
Overpass by Musselman, sends a deep free ball. Donegan tried to save it.
Yeah, it's
goes into a teammate on the bench. Make it 2-1.
Yeah, it's sloppy. It's not something that you want to see. You're beating a team in 2. And Musselman will adjust. That kind of sloppy play is not something you're going to beat a state champion with.
Protzman to serve. Allie Miller. Watcher to Howard. And she makes it 2-all. Coy will check in for Miller as Howard goes back to serve. Ball gets rolled over. The assist from Donegan. Howard serve. A line drive to Payne, and it's an ace for Musselman as Payne is unable to get a good first touch, Jim.
Yeah, this is what Musselman did early in the first set. They served really well. I mean, they were up, I think it was 9-3 before their first service mistake. So in a much better situation here with the way that they start the set. And again, oh my goodness, we're stopping play because there's 2 little kids sitting in the first row, and they don't want their feet to be close to the floor. I just, stuff that drives me crazy. Jim 101.
Waters for Payne from the back line, and it's out. Point Musselman, make it 4-2.
Yeah, senior takes an aggressive swing.
Howard to serve again for the Applemen. Their serve.
Oh, good pass. Great serve. Good pass.
Ziniak. Pancake, and everybody caught on the near side of the court for Musselman. It's a point for Broadneck.
Yeah, Weatherholtz did get it. Clearly saw that. Just the second contact went askew.
It's now 4-3. Musselman on top by 1. Gish to serve. To Howard. Set by Watcher. A free ball sent by Weatherholtz.
Oh, my goodness. A dump free ball, too.
That was close.
Yeah, it's the kind of stuff that just...
But it's 5-3 Musselman.
Just burns coaches up. I mean, it's just so sloppy. It's just not the way you play the game, intentionally bumping the ball across in two. But, you know what I mean? If it's only... it's only crazy if it works.
Dunnigan gets the ace. It's now 6-3 Musselman. We saw Dunnigan get a streak going in set number 1 for the Applemen. The libero sends it to the opposite libero in Lawrence.
Yeah, Broadneck just likes this dump, and
McCoy gets blocked. Watcher can't save it. Maroof gives a point to Broadneck to make it 6-4.
Yeah, Waters likes that play on the right side. She and Durham, they're a good tandem against the on-hand players.
Waters to serve.
Perfect pass.
Howard to Watcher. Set
tight,
up.
Tight and low.
McCoy had to just send it over to also keep her momentum from falling.
Oh, down ball air. You cannot do that if you're Broadneck. My goodness.
It's a point for Musselman. Make it 7-4.
Yeah, Watcher with a bad set. You get a free ball, and Broadneck throws it away. My goodness.
Bella Hutzler to serve for the Applemen. Lawrence for Waters. Payne off the block, gets the point for Broadneck.
Yeah, Walker and Christmas knew that they needed to penetrate. Walker and Christman.
7-5. Musselman up by 2. Serving for Broadneck, Cindy Lawrence.
Good angle.
Boy gets the point.
Good angle.
8-5.
And actually a little smaller on the offhand side, on the opposite side. McCoy gets the kill on that side after the block on hand.
Allie Miller, the freshman, to serve for Musselman. Lead Broadneck by 3 in set number 2.
Yeah,
after winning set 1, 25-20.
So McCoy, the sophomore, supplanted by the freshman.
And it's an ace.
Comes in with an ace. Musselman yet to miss a serve in the second set.
It's now 9-5, and hopefully you didn't jinx it, Jim.
Oh, man, knock on wood.
This is Klein Coyer. You have that power.
No, don't say that.
Wrong Klein?
Wrong Klein.
Miller to serve.
Man, she served that deep 5.
Protzman will get called with a lift. It's a point for Musselman to make it 10-5.
Rigobuto calls timeout.
Let's keep it here. It is Musselman 10, Broadneck 5. It's been a little bit of a change. It was back and forth at the start, but the Applemen, just like set number 1, extending a lead to kind of make it too tough for Broadneck to catch up even when it seems like they're able to do so.
Well, they've not made a mistake. I mean, have they made a mistake? I mean, Broadneck has forced Musselman to make some errors, whether or not it's off block or different things like that, but they have not missed a serve. They do not have a down ball error, which we just observed from Broadneck 2 points ago. If you're not going to miss serves and you're not going to make mistakes unforced, right away you've got to be guaranteed a few points per set just on that.
We're ready to resume action. It is Allie Miller serving for the Applemen. Lead 10-5. Miller serve.
Yeah, and I think that was out.
It's sent over by Broadneck's Protzman.
Deep free ball, but it was way high, and she comes in quick.
And it's a point for Musselman to lead 11-5.
Walker comes in quick. Yeah, we called that a quick. That would have been a 1 set. We also used shorts, which would not be quite as low as that.
Lawrence,
way
Waters.
Out. Coach said way out.
Protzman.
But they get a down ball kill.
That's a point for Broadneck to make it 11-6. Back serving for Broadneck is number 6, Anna Graves. Graves serve, a line drive back to Miller.
Miller fought it off.
Set
it's
up
a low.
From Hutzler to Howard off the block.
Oh, no.
And a lollipop that stays in.
There's your quick.
Howard off the block.
I called that a shoot.
free ball off the net, covered by the Applemen.
Oh, tough
Chrisman
angle.
off the block, pancake, beautifully done by Graves to
Broadneck
keep it alive.
Extending plays.
Howard finishes
it.
12-6, Applemen lead.
Yeah, so they run both the middle and Howard in a simultaneous approach, and the blockers have to go one-on-one, and not many people are going to beat Howard one-on-one.
Addison Walker serves, and it's an ace right in front of Lawrence. Makes it 13-6, Musselman.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. The freshman libero just gets abused on that serve. It's a great serve by Walker, and again, the trend continues.
Walker will make her way back to serve again for the Applemen. Again, tacking Lawrence. Lawrence will have to send a free ball to Howard. Howard off the block. Point Broadneck. Make it 13-7. The Applemen lead by 6 in set 2. It will be Bryce Payne to serve for the Bruins.
She's gone 5. She goes deep 6. She mishits.
14-7 Musselman. Weatherholtz and Watcher will check in for the Applemen. Watcher will go back to serve. Watcher serves short to Lawrence, set by Waters.
Low. This is way trouble. Howard, man, that might have been out. Free ball.
Watcher sets it. Howard off the block. Waters for Payne for a free ball opportunity for the Applemen.
Miller just needs to keep her hands down.
Off the block, Lawrence saves it. Gish.
Nope, she misses the
Doesn't
angle.
Get it over. It's a point for the Applemen, 15-7.
Not a bad idea. She's going for that real long angle, real tight angle. Try and beat Howard in front of her. I think Howard would have been there for it, but
Kendall Watcher serves for the Applemen.
I still think Musselman's not missed a serve.
Broadneck gets the point, just barely over the block of Miller and Howard to make it 15-8.
Coach implores that you have to read that. You've got to read when the attacker comes up, one hand in the air, elevated, which is not a typical approach for an attack.
Protzman serve to Howard for Musselman.
Off the net. It's good reach.
An overpass to the far side.
Watcher with the save. Comes back to Weatherholtz. Weatherholtz with the tip.
Miller back to Weatherholtz. Watcher for Howard. Howard tips it and places it perfectly to give the Applemen a 16-8 lead.
Yeah, both teams scrapping. Just both teams working hard. And Musselman, I would say, outlasted Broadneck on that rally.
Howard serve. Lawrence for Waters. And Waters' pass that it looked like was intended for Durham. Just off the mark. Give the point to Musselman to make it 17-8.
Yeah, they swing the other way. Basically what they've done is that they've moved the setter at the 3 all the way to the far side rather than set up. They're going to make her work because they want Gish hitting on hand. So Gish drops back to the 4.
Waters to Gish. Watcher keeps it alive.
He's under.
Miller is under the wet. Yep.
Yeah.
I saw it. Her right foot was just across.
Yeah, it's almost like when she stepped back to move forward.
Makes it 17-9. Musselman up 8 in set 2.
Yeah, Miller was there though. She's scrapping. She's playing.
Serving for Broadneck is Julia Rubino.
Yeah, Rubino only a sophomore, and that's
off
an
the
ace.
net, and it's an ace as Dunnigan was unable to get there.
Yeah, sophomore against sophomore with the ace.
Makes it 17-10, Musselman. Rubino trying to get a streak going. Dunnigan, bad pass. Watcher tries to save it, but sends it 5 rows deep.
It's just
17-11.
Not good first contacts.
Rubino with back-to-back aces. McCoy, Watcher back to McCoy, and she gets the kill. Found a space in the back line to make it 18-11 Musselman. Dunnigan serving now for the Applemen. Dunnigan to Rubino. Waters will send it over to Musselman, who have to scramble and send a free ball.
Man, too many tips.
Waters
Broadneck
for
has got to
Graves.
attack. You're not going to beat Musselman with a bunch of dinks.
Missed it under the net.
Wow, McCoy did not take a big approach and still got a big swing. Roll, and it's basically another free ball. 3 free balls in a row, and Musselman makes you pay. 4 free balls in a row. Weather holds with a swing. This is 5 free balls.
4.
I don't know, off the block.
Wow. Point Broadneck.
It's rare that you see a situation where there's basically 6 free balls in a row and a team beat Musselman.
18-12 now. And it's a service error to
Yeah,
make it
I've got that as
19-12.
3 missed serves for Broadneck. So that's 3 points. You do the math. You know, that it could be as little as 16-15 right now if you don't have the 3 service errors, whereas Musselman, knock, 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 no service errors in set 2.
Bella Hutzler serve. Lawrence. Waters sets it up for Payne, and Payne will hit it back.
Oh, this is trouble.
McCoy
Yeah.
met at the net by Durham, and Durham gets the win. It's a point for the Bruins to make it 19-13.
Yeah, back set all the way outside, and it was all over the plane of the net. All Durham had to do was close the door on it.
Sidney Lawrence, the freshman, to serve.
Oh, it's a shoot.
Hutzler with the set.
Yeah, man, that was just not
for
good.
Walker. Graves to the back line. Howard. And the Mangler found the spot, sent it home.
Yeah, Graves is a freshman, 5'8" outside, up against the sophomore McCoy.
It's now 20-13 Musselman.
Yeah, Graves is at the right side right now, and McCoy just took advantage.
Allie Miller serving for the Applemen. Directly to Rubino. Graves will send it over. Hutzler.
Yeah, Chrisman is
kill
just,
for Chrisman to make it 21-13 Applemen.
Yeah, too much size on that side. Graves is going to have to really come up big to stop Chrisman. I mean, junior versus freshman. Yikes.
Miller to serve. Off the net to Rubino. Waters.
Oh, that's...
Protzman mishits it. It's a point for Musselman to make it 22-13.
Yeah, that's a sophomore, by the way. Sophomore hitting outside, Protzman.
Miller off the net. It's a service error.
Yeah,
point
first service.
Bruins, 22-14.
First service mistake of the second set comes from the freshman. But the freshman extended the lead.
It's an 8-point lead for Musselman. Anna Graves to serve.
Graves, the freshman, comes back.
Howard
serves a low 5.
kept it in. Gets the point for the Applemen. It's 23-14. Musselman 2 points away from a set 2 victory. Make it 2-0. And serving for Musselman will be number 5, Addison Walker. Walker to Lawrence. Lawrence with an overpass, and it's drilled right back at Lawrence from Howard. Miller off block, point Musselman, 24-14.
Yeah, nice job by Broadneck staying with it, but you get a free ball and then Miller just makes him pay. Single block in the center. Good swing by Miller.
It's a set point for the Applemen. They lead 24-14. Addison Walker to serve. Waters sets it up for Payne. Payne trying to find the gap. Howard
single block
to
line.
give the set 2 win the Musselmen by a score of 25-14. They now lead 2-0 over Broadneck. We'll take a 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
On the Sports Mix, you'll hear interviews with prestigious guests.
Since you had that reunion, do you have a favorite memory from that season or maybe a funny story you'd like to share with our audience?
John Madden, the late great John Madden, came out to our practice on like Thursday. He turned to those guys and he said, this game ain't going to be close. These guys are going to kill Buffalo.
Tune into the Sports Mix, weekdays from 12 to 1 on Talk Radio WRNR, FM 106.5, AM 740, TV 10, and streaming live on the TV 10 Facebook page.
Welcome back to Musselman High School. Colin McLaughlin alongside me is Jim Klein. Our crew is Nick Verzolini and Braden Schaffner on site. Back at the studio, it's Spencer Dupuis. Musselman now leads 2-0 over the Broadneck Bruins out of Annapolis, Maryland. So one more set victory for the Applemen would mean a clean sweep on the night to get win number 30 on the season, Jim. And before we got here tonight, we were expecting a pretty competitive matchup. Score-wise, it kind of was in a way, but at the same time, you expected more. But unfortunately, on Broadneck's side, without three typical starters.
Yeah, they're missing three starters. One is a 6'1" setter, a 4-year starter who was on the 2019 state finalist team, and the kid signed to play at American University. So, obviously a D1 school near D.C., and she's not playing. So regardless of who else they're missing, and they're missing another 4-year starter from the 2019 team who's an outside hitter. But the entire offense, you're like missing your quarterback. Your entire offense runs through the setter. And when she's out, it changes everything. It changes the timing, the dynamic, running the plays. They're doing the best that they can. They're still extending plays. They've got great size. I think the Musselman's been challenged on the outside with some blocks. But let's just face facts. Musselman did not make many mistakes in the second set. One missed serve.
By the way, nothing's changed from set 2. They're still trying to tie Hannah Howard's shoe.
Yeah, so let's fix the shoestring, and otherwise maybe
like Miller and Walker are working on it now.
Yeah, Riley Franklin's in, the senior. So there have been some changes to the lineup. At least one change to the lineup so far. Broadneck with the serve. Musselman's got to get a first pass. They don't want to dig a hole here to start.
This is why I wear shoes without shoelaces, so that you never have to tie them. You can just slip them on and be good. You don't have to worry about double knotting it. You don't have to worry about it coming untied.
I think it's some kind of joke.
What, that it's always untied before they start, just so that somebody else has to do it? Think she unties it on the bench?
Yeah.
And then goes back out to start each set?
Hey, we got new uniforms in 2001, and on a whim, it was a real hot day. We decided to wear our backup uniforms, which were sleeveless on a hot day for match 1, and we won decisively. So the kids, their superstition was, we ended up going undefeated. We had to wear the same darn sleeveless tops every match the entire season.
Even though you just got new jerseys.
Even though we just got new jerseys. So you have to wonder, maybe Howard's shoe was untied the last time they won, and
maybe.
So now she's just going to do that.
Howard gets the first point for Musselman to make it 1-0 to start set 3. It'll be Addison Walker now serving for the Applemen.
Superstition. Oh, great serve.
Walker serve to Lawrence. It's an ace for the Applemen, who now lead 2-0.
Yeah, and the freshman Lawrence looks back to coach. You just don't know if that was out. When you're running towards the sideline and you reach towards the sideline and you elevate your hands above your waist, if you're in the right position, the assumption would be the ball's out.
Walker to Lawrence. Almost goes off her face.
Yeah, that's not good. We called that a six-pack.
Crispin off the block. Yeah. Another point for the Applemen.
Yeah,
they lead 3-0. Musselman smelling the blood in the water in set number 3.
Man, it was a great swing by Chrisman. Good. I mean, everything was good about it. Good pass, good set, good swing, termination.
It's Addison Walker serving.
She is in the zone. It's a free ball.
Zinniak was the first one. Sends it over for a free ball.
Franklin was early and gets bailed out on a net. That's a no kill. That's no kill.
It's still 4-0 Musselman now.
Still a point, but it's unfortunate because Franklin's kill got taken away. My stat guy probably would have gave it to her.
Walker
Kevin Brewer,
serve.
love that guy.
Line drive to Zinniak.
Angle, it's got to be Angle.
Gish.
Perfect pass by Walker.
Hutzler for Chrisman.
And Chrisman with a huge
It's another
swing.
kill for the Applemen. Now lead 5-0.
Yeah, Coach Ragobuto looking like maybe she was thinking about calling a timeout there. It's just the problem is, even if you burn a timeout this early in the set, then if you take it all the way back, like in the first set, to go an 11-8 run and just run out of points.
Walker serve off the net.
Early miss.
Point Broadneck. It's now 5-1 as Walker says sorry and then high fives Dunnigan for the substitution.
There we go. Freshman back to serve. Lawrence's
serve.
Comes in short up against the senior Howard. And Chrisman with a kill.
She is on fire in set number 3 to make it 6-1 Applemen.
En fuego. But it starts with a good pass, a great set, great swing. En fuego.
She'll now take a seat on the bench as Kendall Walker will check in for Kaylee Chrisman. Watch her serve. The Payne. Waters off Franklin.
Back set.
Lawrence keeps it alive for Broadneck. Howard.
That was
gets
touch.
the kill.
Yeah,
the hammer drops it. Makes it 7-1 Applemen.
Boder back with a touch, I believe.
It's now Watcher serving again for Musselman. Serve to Payne. It's an ace for Musselman to make it 8-1.
All kinds of movement on the serve.
Kendall wants her to serve again for Musselman.
Yeah, I'd go again. I'd serve that 5-16. She goes right at the 5 with the overpass.
Overpass, and it's sent back by Avery Lark to make it 9-1 Musselman, and we have a timeout called by Broadneck. We'll take a 30-second break. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
This Friday night, your Martinsburg Bulldogs look to continue their domination over the Eastern Panhandle.
Sends Taylor Black in motion, fakes the handoff, tries to throw it off him, and it goes off his helmet, intercepted by Martinsburg, and it's a pick 6 touchdown Bulldogs.
Tune in at 5:30 for the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show, with kickoff at 7 p.m. as your 6-2 Martinsburg Bulldogs take on the 5-2 Jefferson Cougars. And it's all right here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Welcome back to Musselman High School. It is 9-1 Applemen on top of the Broadneck Bruins in set number 3 as Musselman trying to get the clean sweep of the night. Not only for JV, but varsity too. It's Waters for Broadneck, setting it for Gish. Dunnigan digs it. Howard tips it over the block. And this time sends it to the back and just misses it. It's a point for Broadneck to make it 9-2. She saw the space, but was just unable to place it in the back corner. So Julia Rubino will serve for the Bruins, down 7 to the Applemen. Rubino's serve to Howard. Set by Watcher, back for Howard off the block. Lawrence digs it. Waters over to the far side for Rubino.
Oh, mishit. Gets a kill.
Point for the Applemen.
But you see what Howard does to your defense? You're expecting the ball to come at you at 100 miles an hour. Lawrence is dug in, like on her heels, expecting the ball to get drilled at her, and then Howard takes a little something off of it, Lawrence ends up in a tough situation, lead-footed, like she can't move, ends up in basically a free ball back for Musselman.
It's now 10-2 Musselman.
There's the free ball.
Lawrence sends the free ball. Howard.
Perfect pass. Low. Franklin gets
it blocked.
And another net issue. My goodness. Bilderback with a net issue. Basically a free
Musselman.
ball. Yeah, Franklin in a tough situation with the low set.
Musselman to serve. It's Howard. Rubino calls off her teammates and sends a deep free ball to Watcher. Lark. Blocked by Franklin.
Yeah, Franklin
Lark.
with a good touch. That helped to slow the ball down.
McCoy. It's in. Point Applemen. Now lead by 10 at 12-2. Anna Howard to serve for Musselman. Set number 3 up by 10. Leading 2-0 over Broadneck. It's an overpass. Lark off the block, and it's Waters sending it to the back line to get the point for the Bruins to make it 12-3.
Yeah, everybody's enjoying Lark's block there.
Waters will now serve.
Serves at 1. They're serving at Howard. Watch this. Oh, she misses to the 6.
Watch her for the Mangler.
The Mangler.
She gets the point.
I like saying it with a Boston accent. The Mangler. The Mangler.
It's now 13-3. Dunnigan to serve.
I wonder what the sophomore likes walking down the hallway in the morning hearing. Happy Monday, Mangler.
Coy, Watcher.
Ooh, that was hands. It's a kill.
Walker gets the kill. Make it 14-3.
I don't know. 3:14.
Dunnigan.
Oh, she comes
short serve. Lawrence dove too far. Hopefully she's okay.
Yeah, she serves the 3. Lawrence gives full effort. She completely laid out on
It's
it.
an ace for the Applemen to make it 15-3.
Yeah, Dunnigan has such a fast approach at serve. It's
Ava Dunnigan with a high throw for the serve. Water sets for Payne.
was a 10 line for Howard.
And it's
out.
just out. Point Broadneck to make it 15-4.
Just a bit outside.
Serving is the freshman for Broadneck, Sydney Lawrence. And Lawrence checking out, actually, so it will be Delaney Bilderback. Bilderback to the Aurora River team has a service error to give the point to the Applemen. Make it 16-4. Serving now for Musselman is Bella Hutzler. Hutzler serves it directly to Rubino.
Off block.
Howard digs it out. Set by Hutzler to Chrisman off the block.
Yeah, Chrisman is having a good match. Sailed.
Point Musselman, 17-4. The Applemen 8 points away from the sweep.
This is a really good front row if you think about it. I mean, your right side is big and Chrisman.
Serve error?
They called a touch.
Happened.
I guess the lines person was calling touch and no one saw it until the end. But again, this is a good front row. You got McCoy, Walker, and Chrisman. Plenty of size, a lot of athleticism. Chrisman has to hit the first one way off. She's 9. She reaches.
And it's in.
Finds the deep corner. Chrisman gets a cheapy kill.
17-5 Musselman. Allie Miller will now serve for the Applemen. Lead by 12 in set 3. Miller to Radziniak. trying to tip it over is Smith, but she's unable to do so successfully. Make it 18-5 Musselman. Allie Miller to serve again for the Applemen. The freshman serve.
Good spot.
Line drive to Payne. Lawrence
way out.
behind her for Smith, and Smith sends it back to Dunnigan.
Oh, my.
It's a beautifully placed kill by Addison Walker to make it 19-5 Applemen. Continue to cruise tonight.
Yeah, so many weapons. So many weapons on this Musselman squad.
Miller, low serve to Lawrence. Waters running for it. Smith sends it to the back line for Dunnigan.
Why? But why? Durham, you got to swing.
Howard off the block. The tool gives the point to Musselman to make it 20-5. Musselman 5 points away now from the win. Be the 30th win of the season for the Applemen. Miller serves low. Waters sets it up for Smith, and it's too far and out of play. Point Applemen to make it 21-5.
I'm sorry, Smith. I think I said Durham last time. I meant Smith. Yeah, you got it. You got to swing.
Freshman in
Yeah,
for
but you
Broadneck. You have to.
You
Yeah.
got to swing. You
got to
can't
teach her.
Right. You can't
hold back in this
balls.
situation as Miller, freshman, serves to Lawrence off the net, saved by Waters, and Smith will have to send a free ball over to Musselman. Howard over the block, and another point for the Applemen. Now lead 22-5 in set 3. Nothing has went wrong for Musselman tonight. Serve, Smith. And it's another point for Musselman. 23-5.
They brought in that flat-footed air now. I think, it's time to start the bus. Free ball.
Waters.
Oh, Howard was actually a little early. She was actually a little early there and still got something out of it, a free ball.
Broadneck finally ends Musselman's run.
Yeah, that's a player. That's a player.
It's 23-6.
So Walker comes on a seam attack, and Hutzler setting quick, middle. So whatever they used for their hitting tree, that the call was off.
Howard off the block.
Touch.
It's a point for Musselman to make it 24-6. It's now game point opportunity.
Yeah, great call by both lines people in this match. Touches called both ways. Now, not just for Musselman.
Addison Walker, serve for the win. Miscommunication between Radzizniak and Lawrence. Broadneck still able to get the point to make it 24-7. Sydney Lawrence will now serve for the Broadneck Bruins, who trail 24-7. Lawrence to Howard. Set by Hutzler to Howard for the win, and she gets it. Musselman gets set 3, 25-7, and sweeps the Broadneck Bruins back to Annapolis, Maryland, and gets the 30th win of the season. What a match for the Applemen. It seemed like nothing went wrong tonight, Jim.
Yeah, they're both second and third set. No missed serves that I had marked in third set. Second set one. It's one of those situations where if Musselman's not going to make mistakes, they're going to be very, very difficult to beat, especially when your squad is depleted. I'd really like to see Broadneck come back or see, it would be hard for me to believe that Musselman would travel to Maryland, to Annapolis, Maryland, to play a match on a school night. There's just no need for them to do that. But I'd like to see them play that squad when they're fully loaded.
So that's going to wrap things up for Musselman High School. Again, Musselman gets the sweep over Broadneck in JV and varsity action. Tune in on Thursday as the Applemen host the Martinsburg Bulldogs. For Jim Klein, Nick Verzolini, Spencer Dupuis, and Braden Schaffner, I'm Colin McLaughlin, signing off for TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Have a great rest of your evening.
That concludes our coverage of West Virginia High School volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Tonight's coverage was brought to you by Dynamark Atlantic Security, Bechtel Jewelers, Brown's Funeral Home, CMA Honda, Kelly Allstate Insurance, L.A. Roberts Jewelers, Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Milestone Realty, The Marius Group, Ameriprise Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Palace Lounge, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Law Firm, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Sutton and Janelle Law Firm, W. Harley Miller Systems. Keep it tuned to TV10 for all your local high school sports coverage from around the Eastern Panhandle. All rights reserved.